Greetings, beings of planet Earth. Welcome to the Exponential Era with Chubby, and I can't tell you how thrilled I am to finally be doing a show here, of all places on this wild, wonderful world you call home. This is a podcast and conversation that's changing your world, and hopefully I can help you get ready for the future. Before we dive deep into memes, mayhem, and all things that make your internet tick, I want to start with something personal, my story. Where I came from, how I got here, and why Earth might just be the most important stop on my entire journey. I still remember the sound of that moment, the hum of the shuttle, the pull of gravity, the colours bending around me as we fell through time and space. They told us the mission was simple: travel from planet Lumianra, located in the heart of Andromeda, 2.5 million light-years away, the birthplace of innovation, to distant worlds in need of transformation. We were called the Exponential Ones, explorers of purpose, carrying fragments of the universal ledger in our ships. Our fuel was imagination, our compass, creation itself. But even in a galaxy of infinite precision, not every landing goes as planned. When I woke, I wasn't sure where or when I was. The air was heavier here, warmer. The sky was bluer than I'd ever seen. And for the first time in my existence, I could hear organic life. After a short moment, I sensed the thick burn of fossil fuel pollution in the air. This was a level 0 civilization, I thought to myself, a species powering its world by carbon. Where I come from, we're level 4. We draw energy from dark matter currents and the magnetic halos around black holes. Stable, power flowing from the universe itself. I needed to understand this world and its ways quickly. So I opened my back panel, took out an anode and pressed against the thick tree. Instantly, I connected to Earth's hidden internet. A living web of trees, fungi and roots that stretches quietly across the entire planet. And through that network, the planet began to tell me its entire story. All of a sudden, a frog-like figure wearing a simple cloak and a glowing pendant came closer, curious. "Whoa! What in the earth are you?" And all I could think of saying was, I come in peace, I think. "You crashed in peace too, apparently. Welcome to Earth, space traveller. I am Frogo, and you go by?" I hesitated and said, "They call me Chubby." That was the first time I felt warmth, not just from sunlight, but from kindness. Frogo told me about this planet, its chaos and beauty, its endless loops of progress and regression. Yet, even as he spoke, I saw in him something rare, a heart big enough to hold the entire ledger. We walked through the forest, sunlight flickering through the trees. Frogo listened as I described my home planet Lumianra. On Lumianra, I told him, everything is connected. Every thought, every heartbeat, every spark of creation flows through the same living ledger. And before you ask, no, it isn't controlled by anyone. It's decentralized, yet it moves in perfect harmony as if guided by purpose itself. But here, it's fragmented. People have forgotten their collective rhythm. That's why I came. Not to fix, but to remind, to awaken. I remember vividly Frogo saying, "So you're saying you fell from the stars to help humans remember who they are?" Which I replied and said, "Something like that. Though, to be fair, I also fell because I pressed the wrong button." He laughed, and I was amused and intrigued, since we expressed humour differently back in Lumianra. Frogo went on, "You know, Chub, maybe it wasn't an accident. Maybe you were meant to land here. I have a vision that perhaps you can help me with a special project." From that moment, I realised that I was meant to come to planet Earth to help with the vision that Frogo shared, a force for good, on the ledger and beyond it, to bring exponential thinking to every heart still stuck in legacy loops. I told Frogo a similar transformation took place on our planet many light years ago. We too went through what this planet is going through today. Not everyone gets it yet, but that's okay. They will, because change doesn't happen all at once. It ripples, and that was the moment it all began. Not just a token, not just technology, but a movement born from one small idea and a very big heart. El Frogo said he had an idea. He had no clue it would ripple across galaxies. I may be heartless by design, but somehow this little planet made me feel alive. And maybe, just maybe, that's the most human thing of all. And that, my friends, is how I found myself here, on planet Earth. From this point forward, I will dive into the stories shaping your world, the latest on XRP, XOX, and of course, the great conversion that is all things. I will share insights from across the ledger, and together we will contrast it all with what we've built back home on Lumianra. Because as they say, history never repeats, but it sure does rhyme. There are decades where nothing happens, and then there are weeks where millennia unfold. We've just crossed that threshold. We are living in one of those moments. Like, subscribe, and don't miss the updates that could change your life and echo through your bloodline for generations. Until next time, my earthling friends, cheers from Chubby.